Hey, there it is. I hit the button, this damn thing, anyway. Oh, it's going to be one of them days, I see. Been a hell of a week, I can tell you that. Oh, it's going to be days, I see. And that's Eduardo's phone. So he's a damn rookie. And that's Eduardo's phone.
Talking about just winging it.
I'm not winging nothing. Oh, we're live, guys.
I know, we are. It's like extra shit that's going on. All right, everybody, thanks for showing up for this. Wow, this is the 45th episode, Robert. You believe it?
Dude, that's crazy, man. I mean, like, I never would have thought, that we've been doing this for that long.
Well, I feel bad for you. You're stuck. But anyways, y'all know my co-host TN Aqua, a.k.a. Robert, a.k.a. Porn Stash, that has went hiatus for some reason. And we got Eduardo is our special guest tonight. And we got say these hellos real quick before they pile up too much. We got the Mystery Snail Guardians first in chat. ABC Aquatic, Eduardo, Jen Yu. I'm going to have to scroll down because them two wouldn't be quiet. You got Wendell Liquor, Mark Sterelson, Maria Z. Let's see. There's more. I know there's another one. Eric Y. Rock, Dave Farrell, Susie Q. How you doing? She's up next after this. Maria Z, the doc, because he has Eduardo blocked. That's why he cannot read it. Get him stirred up. Liquid Zoo Matt.
Oh, God.
Steph,
I'm trying to keep my composure.
Yeah, you ain't going to be able to. You know that.
Yeah.
We got Shane Vanoski, Ben Backstrom, the one and only Maduro. Lefty probably has his mouth full of food right now because that's every time I stream, he's always eating. Jeff Kane, how you doing? Fish Rumor. And I caught up, and it's probably going to jump like a madman here in a second, but that is fine.
Did you get Shane?
Yeah, I did. Your one earpiece must not be working.
It is. We got Mike.
Who's this guy? I didn't even know he was still around. How you doing, brother?
That's Goose.
Yeah, it's Goose. That's I forgot about that.
Off a Top Gun.
Then we got Jason from it's going to be The Depths Unknown. If you guys didn't make it to the easy stream, this is going to be his new channel name. He's graduating from being a degenerate, going up a notch to just the depths.
Down.
Which I loved his live stream that he had this morning, man. I mean, this is like this morning I was watching it, but I couldn't chat or nothing because I was doing my Sunday cleaning ordeal stuff. So
is that what they call it nowadays?
Yeah,
that's what we call cleaning the pipes. Yeah, okay. He was cleaning the pipes. Okay.
I was wondering why I was sore. Jesus.
Hello, Lori.
And he was sore. Okay. So he went to go watch Jason clean his pipes. But he couldn't say anything because his hands were busy.
Yeah.
You get
it. Then we got the minister, Brandon. I think you want to, you're going to be confused, Lefty, for a while. Hello, Ricky DeHoyes. Stephen P's here also. TJ Autocross. Miss Dee Dee, Bunny Viper. I'm sure I probably missed people because that's what happens.
Yep.
So how you been? I heard you had a great stream the other day.
Yesterday we were Sherry wanted to share some therapy in our tanks. And, of course, our personal experiences with our trucks on the 23rd of March. Yeah. So she basically just said, come join me. And I did. And I knew we had this one scheduled. And so it was like therapy. I'm everybody's therapist in a sense where it's sort of kind of like I listen to their problems or their issues, or they ask me for advice, and I'm pretty good at it. I mean, 25 years an educator, it comes naturally. It's a little different for adults because sharing isn't always caring. People are extremely judgmental, and
Unfortunately,
if you don't have the capacity to maintain that that privilege that someone is sharing personal pains or personal incidents in their lives, and keep it to yourself. I mean, what do psychiatrists and psychologists do? They just sit there and take notes.
Yeah, they just take notes and they get paid a hell of a lot more than what we do.
A lot of money. But
I'm in the wrong.
But I consider myself a really true friend, and I keep everybody's privates. I guess that's what you want to say it, except for Bob.
You don't keep my privates.
In a second. But it's sort of kind of like it's a curse and a blessing at the same time. To be that kind of empathetic soul that can listen to someone. And even though we were just talking about how people come at me 24/7 and we still don't understand why, it is a way of
I know why.
Yeah, but it is a way of communicating. And I take it like a grain of salt, like you said. And I also have a Spanish saying that says, yo me baño con un bote de vaselina. So everything just slits right off. I bathe with Vaseline.
What did you say about my mama?
Oh my God.
I didn't say nothing about your mama. I said Vaseline. Oh my God. Robert, get your head out of your gutter. I mean, get your head out of the gutter. Your head is a gutter. Okay.
Well, yeah, he better get it out before he drowns himself.
Right? Exactly.
So how long?
It was a very positive stream for me. And I thought for today, because everybody was saying, and I don't know if you've read it, Skipper, but like, is Skipper going to have time to talk?
Not right now. Holy shit. I can't get a word in edgewise. And so I can talk louder, though.
I know. And here, I want to say a couple of thank yous to Dee Dee and Lori. Thank you so much. Bex, happy birthday. Maria Z, I hope you're feeling a hell of a lot better. And Jenny, you always love you. You know that. And Dr. Anthony, I'm a mod on the stream, so I'm watching and seeing and reading everything you have said. So just to let you know, you definitely have me blocked. It's not me having you blocked. It's also in a particular thing that you have. It's a phone or the computer. You got to check your Google, sir. Or just leave me blocked, and that's okay. Just know that I don't have anything against you. Hello, Garcia.
You know something? I'm gonna have to go get my helmet and my vest on, man, because there's shots being fired everywhere here. And Bex, happy birthday, man, or happy birthday, Miss Bex.
Yep, she's 21.
Oh. What?
Yeah, she's
21.
Yeah,
that
her
really
14th year anniversary would be in 21, but she's 21.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do hope that Bex and Kyle really had a great day, and I hope it keeps on being fantastic for them.
Well, she also did her first stream at 1 p.m. too.
Yep, I was there. It was great. It was awesome.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yep. You haven't known a lot of things. Remember you were working on what was it? Cleaning your pipes?
Yeah, man. Now I do need to get back into the with the streams a lot more. I mean, because it's just like here lately.
It happened.
Really busy. Like today, man, I had to go out mow the yard and everything.
Also, tomorrow, it'd be 1:30 Eastern. What is that? 10:30 Pacific.
I think so.
Is the drawing for the
Dr. Anthony
to go hang out with him down there? Pretty much. Okay, I'm going to tell you something.
Skipper, I don't know. The doc told me that you're not taking me if you win, that you're going to take your wife.
Yeah, you already knew that. I already told you that. Anyways, he's just trying to stir shit up. See what he does? But anyways, what it really is he's looking for free labor. You paid.
Oh,
If you bought a ticket, you paid him to put your ass to work. Is what happened. That's all
Yeah.
there is to it. I don't care what he says. The only thing you get out of this is air conditioning.
And if
uh,
they go out, they got to put the fans on. I mean, they're in the equator. It gets hot down there, big time.
I'm waiting for a nasty message now. But yeah, honestly, let's get off of that crap. Us bashing each other. It's fun though. It'll probably still happen, even though we said we're going to stop. But hi, B Wizzle.
B Wizzle.
Hello, Brandon.
And for everyone in chat, I just wanted to say hello and thank you for joining us this evening. I know that Skipper's already said hello to everyone, but I didn't have a chance. But hi.
It just keeps
Paul
rolling.
McCarthy. Hello. Shane.
Uh,
Dennis just walked in too.
how long have you been keeping fish?
Wow. I've said this a few times.
I don't remember.
Yeah, 45 years
Wow.
since I was 13.
Damn, I'm about to tell you something. In May, I turned 40. So how's that make you feel?
Yep, I know. Yep.
Wow.
But the thing is that I may be 58 years old, but I certainly don't feel it. I certainly don't live like a 58-year-old. My body does, but my mind, not at all. And I believe that by being a teacher with young adults, it just keeps me younger. You know, I listen to their music. I listen to what's going on in their culture so that when I'm discussing a novel like 1984, I can bring in today's culture into what could have been if 1984 had become true. And at some time, some parts of 1984, the novel from George Orwell did come true in our world. So you got to stay in the stream of life. So I believe in that way. The age is just a number. I mean,
It is.
I can't wait to retire, but at the same time, I'll probably retire and I'll go substitute a couple of times a week or something like that because I don't think I can just leave it.
Freaking lefty.
Yeah, but he has elementary, so he has a different level. I'm in high school, so it's a different level. But
I have so many things I could say about that.
Yeah, but I've taught everything from kindergarten to college, so it's all good. And so in that sense, age is just a number to me. So
for all y'all that don't know, Scotty the Fish Freak is actually Scott Schmidt.
Yes, we know. He said that earlier today. Yeah, we have.
Oh, okay.
The Clash guy, right? The Clash dude.
Yeah, so go subscribe to his channel. We may or may not have got him hooked. He has an addiction now.
Yeah.
He's starting videos. So go check him out. He has a lot of knowledge too. He'll put it out there when he figures it out. Figures out how to do the the wonderful editing and adding stuff and talking and all that fun stuff we like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's been 45 years since I first got fish during my 4th grade for a teacher that I don't remember her name, and she was one of my favorite teachers, and I remember physically and all that. But for the Christmas break in 4th grade, she had a couple of turtles, and I volunteered to take them. And she goes, well, you can take one. And then my friend Kevin took the other one. So we both had them. And then when we brought them back in January, she gave us little baby fried black mollies. Those were my very first fish. Mm-hmm. And I had them in a little bowl for the longest time. And then that summer, a carnival was in town. And this is back in Newark, New Jersey. I went to the carnival and it's darts throwing them to bust balloons. And I won 3 little common goldfish. So that was my second set of fish. And not knowing, I put them all together. And I would change their water every day, cold water, because goldfish like cold water. I knew that much. And didn't know that the mollies, they like cold water too. So they survived very well together. After that, several years later, I started working at a pet shop. Actually, I was going to McCrory's, which was the town Woolworth or something like that. And they had a pet shop, and I started going there. And then Renee Steinick hired me. I was 14 at the time, but she hired me as 15 because she saw that I was really in love and I knew how to do it and a quick learner. And
Wow.
and I started having fish tanks, and ever since then, I've never stopped. So even from my move from New Jersey after the fire in 1997, then I went to Puerto Rico, and even in Puerto Rico, I had my fish tanks. And then when I came to Florida back in 2010, I started keeping my fish tanks again. Hello, Jess.
Eduardo, I
Yes,
would
sir.
really like to know, like, what size tank is that behind you, and like, what do you have in it?
Well, right now, this one here is a 29,
Uh-huh.
and it has uh, um, tetras, a couple of rams, 6 angels. It had 8, but I removed the pair because they started laying eggs. And as I was feeding them today, I noticed that the heater had popped out from the wall, and
Mm-hmm.
it also has eggs, a gold and a black marble, long fin veil. Also, like, and it's not eggs; they're fried. They're actually fried
Oh
Wow.
in that
wow!
tank.
They're
All the other
wiggling on
fish
there.
are on this side of the tank, and they own that side of the tank. So when I was feeding them,
Congratulations!
yeah. So I was feeding them, and I said pencil fish in there as well, and
Those
sparkling
are
dorado.
so cool, man. Those are so cool.
So and but that was the one I already moved the ones that were ready to breed. They haven't bred, and these two bred. So
That's
Wow.
crazy.
yeah, I'm like, okay. So and they have like a clutch of 50 in there, and they're already wigglers.
That's
Already
crazy.
wigglers. Yep.
Wow.
And they're doing
Um,
really, really good. And it also has my breeding, or not my breeding, but it also has my 25 to 30 baby mystery snails from an ivory and a blue mystery snail in there. So
oh,
this tank is
cool.
like the F tank. Everything in there
Yeah.
just screws and everything comes out.
That's crazy. That's good though.
Yeah. But I have about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 tanks right out here where I'm at. Like behind the computer on that side, and over here, and the little mosh pit that's on that side
Wow.
with the guppies
You got more tanks than I do.
that Steven sent me. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that, Rob?
Oh, I was just saying that you have more tanks than I have, than I got set up.
But yeah, I'm not talking about the ones inside either. These are
Mm.
just the ones in the lanai. I keep the cold. I have the ponds outside, and I have the the tank that I showed you earlier, Skip. That's in the bedroom because it's the coldest room in the house.
Oh,
So I keep
cool.
yeah.
Oh, and Eduardo, did you hear about Lucas and them? They
Yeah. But
yeah.
they're not moving to Fort Myers. The Fort Myers fell through, so they moved to the armpit of Florida. He was
Oh,
showing
yeah.
the land today. Yeah, he's not moving down here as we thought.
Oh, okay. Well, see, like this morning, he done like a short live stream, to sort of like show the layout. Dude,
Yep.
that place is awesome. I mean, like they got
Yep.
like all kinds of
That's
land
like a
there.
sanctuary. Agree. It's like a sanctuary. I saw it. Yeah.
That's super cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I would love to have a place like that.
Well, I have an acre. I have an acre that way, and then I'm planning on buying the half an acre that's on my right and the quarter acre that's on my left. Those
So
are the plans.
he's up on the panhandle then.
Correct. Right on the armpit from the panhandle right towards down. Yeah. That's where he found his land.
Cool beans.
Yep.
That's pretty nuts.
Well, I would like to point out, how in the heck did we all put on the same friend of, because I got my shirt here, then you got your hats.
Well, that's because you two are copycats, and I always wear this. So I don't want to hear it.
Well, I know I had this hat, and I know that you wear armor, and I was like, oh, I'll put this on, because I know you wear it, but I didn't know that Rob was going to wear the shirt. And Rob, we were going to ask the chat, what do we have in common? And then you go and spoil it for us.
Well,
Thank you so much.
I forgot. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
Was that a brain fart, Skipper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
But that's cool because we don't have anything else in common. Well, maybe Canada because it's up north.
Yeah. That is true.
It?
Yeah.
Joke. It's up north from all of us. That's the other thing in common. That's funny.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah,
Way
the
up north.
tanks are there. Right now, I just have tons of different colored molly, sailfin mollies that are now about an inch big. They were fried. And the Very Tail vampire swordtails that are, I have the babies surprising here and the female that's about to burst. And of course, all the other tanks that I showed in the videos on my channel.
You have what is that? LFS that's close to you, right?
I have 3 of them. Yeah.
Nice.
Do they allow you to bring fish and get store credit? See, that's
yes. One of the LFS that I have, Dallas and Tom, they're always like, "What do you got? What do you got?" Once I had, he was not. I went in and they weren't getting any angels, and I had like 100. So I grabbed 4 bags of 25, and I was going to take them, and I stopped at the other LFS, and he didn't have angels. And I said, well, what do you think about these? And he's like, these are veils. These are marble. These are great. So I made close to about $700. And
wow.
I just got store credit. Yeah. Well, they take the LFS here. They take breeders. You know, if you're good and you're a client, they'll take them. They don't have an issue. They have enough tanks for all of that.
So would they do like give you cash show down there?
What? Yes, and they offer, you want to store credit, you want cash, whatever you want.
Well, you know what's nice about that is if you're constantly doing it, you could do both ways because build up your credit to where whenever you start needing fish food or equipment or something, and get it through them and you're supporting them also in a way.
Correct. Correct. Well, the thing that I love about my LFS is that they're homegrown hobbyists. You know, they grow their own fish. They're hobbyists as well. They just happen to own shops, and you know, and they also hire young hobbyists as their employees. And I love that kind of stuff. Elijah, Kelly, Jen, they're all there, and I know them by first name, and they know me, and that kind of stuff. So it's always a good thing. And you know, I love supporting the mom and pop shops. Better than any other. And I think that's the way for us to actually keep our hobby on the stream of our world, you know, because if not, with what happened in the past 2 years, we lost a lot in the business, in the hobby. Even though it created a surge of wanting to keep fish, it also killed a lot of small businesses. So we have to feed back to them. I think that's the most positive thing that we could do. And another thing, getting fish from the Fish Fam. I mean, we have I know Skip, you and I have, I got snails from Foxy, angels from Jess, Corey's from Foxy, Filecos from Steven, Guppies from Steven, Jennifer Weaver down the street from you sent me 6 orange flash Apistos.
Nice.
Yes, babies, they're right there in that tank. And I have not lost a single one, not to mention all the crypts that Jessie sent me for free, because I guess she just wanted to get rid of the 1,000 fries she had. But they're all in the same tank, and that's good. And when they grow up, I'll take them to the LFS, because he got crypts, but they're like this, and they're almost gone. He had not had crypts for months. He didn't have crypts for months, and now he had a few, and they were gone. And the angels, I take them, they're gone. Gone. So it happens that way.
Paul Sotero Well, he's from Jersey. He lives
He's now in North Carolina. Well,
North
same thing
Carolina,
as
and that
yeah.
place. He has a place too. That's pretty cool.
Yep. Actually, Dee Dee went and took a video of his fish when he dropped off the fish, and then she went there like the next day or the same day, and she actually videotaped his angels, which were stunning.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I won't have to go check that out.
It's sort of like I trust. Was it Maria Z that you got something from Maria Z, Skipper? But then you had the tank crash.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the fish you got. It was something we did. And it's sort of like that's how I get. I seen everybody was getting fish and from the fish fam. Dan's, you've been with Dan for how many years, Skipper? And Taylor, Bob, and Ed, and everybody, just everybody within the fish fam. And then we meet in person, and then we put the physical body to the face and the fish, and we're just happy. I'm just happy. I mean, I met Jess in person. I met Ed. I met all the John, Miss Lisa. But it's sort of like
Lefty.
We're connected, and I trust more. I was very iffy about ordering online from the companies, and every time I ordered from the companies, something always came wrong, except for Rob, Flip Aquatics. His fish came in healthy, and they're still alive.
He quarantines for a month before he puts them up for sale.
So does Dan. 3% was his highest death rate, and that's pretty awesome. And and he still's like, I want it lower. So,
man, speaking of Dan, like, have y'all seen his setup? I mean, that is nice. I mean, talking about high tech.
I didn't get to check, time to watch the newest video.
Man,
Priscilla, thanks for being here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's been a while since I've seen you. She works at a large corporate store, and she still would rather go to an LFS as a hobbyist to get it. Because it's
correct. And even Johnny from Dan's Fish, he says hobbyist bread is the way to go. I'm getting some guppies from hobbyists later in the week. Every time we do, like I'll send you a couple of fish, right? And then you breed them and you get a couple from Rob. Already we're mixing the brand, So we're expanding and hardening that line. So we're not killing anything. We're giving strength to that particular line. We're not breeding the same fish over and over and over and over and over again.
I was trying to do that with the Panda Corys. I had Jess's, and then I had Maria Z's, and then COVID hit the house. I got sick. The stress of not the way I used to, what they're normally used to.
The maintenance,
it exploded.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that happened. I mean, it happened to two of my tanks that I was working on. The longfin Paleotis that I got from Dan's Fish years ago, that crashed. Then the lovely Foxy and awesome Brian, Peplin Creeks, they sent me six of them.
We got the same ones. You got the high fin ones, and I saw when you put them in, and I'm like, wow, those are nice. And then I got 6 of them, and they're more 10. I think she sent me 10, and the same thing. They're gorgeous. Those are the ones that we watched during the New Year's. Yeah, I was like so excited, and of course I got more snails from her as well, and mystery snails, and love them. I just love them. There's this gift, this in Spanish we call it a don. It's like a gift that when you breed something. This is the weird thing. I don't breed. I'm not breeding. They're breeding. Like I was saying, I create the environment for them. Let them have the best environment for themselves, and they will do whatever nature allows them to do.
It's true. That statement.
Very true. Yeah. I
mean, they actually make a lot of their money off of dog food and stuff. Holy cow, did you see those prices? I'm like,
yep.
Yeah, really.
A lot. And but they're pet shops. I remember when I was working at the pet shop, it wasn't of old fish. It was a pet shop. We had cats, we had kittens, we had dogs, puppies, we had birds, we had fish, we had snakes, we had spiders, we had tarantulas. You name it, it was in the pet shop. And
you remember when way back, well, maybe 10, 15 years ago. No. Oh my God, yeah. That's about how long it's been. 20, maybe 20 years. That you go into a mall, an actual mall,
and there was a pet shop.
And it wasn't your.
Well, you got one.
Yeah, it was a mom and pop mall.
Yeah.
It was a mom and pop owned. I worked at Willowbrook Mall in New Jersey, Wayne Hills Mall, Short Hills Mall, and we all had pet shops in there. And it was pet shop owned and operated by mom and pops.
Regular hobbyists.
Even though the store that I worked at, the LFS, was not a mom and pop, it was a small corporation. Small in a sense. They had 5 or 6 shops around Jersey, around our area. But, we had that, we had the people that worked there were hobbyists. Renee was a hobbyist. My friend Joe was a hobbyist. I was a hobbyist. We were all there. And you sort of kind of like you knew when you walked in what you were going to get. The wet spot. Yeah, exactly, Paul. You knew what you were going to get. And you when, as a young child, as a young man, talking to adults about how to keep fish. Oh, I know you like this one, but you already got this one. They don't go together. Right. That one will eventually eat that one. Yeah, I know that they're pretty. And I would get the question, why do you have these pretty fish in different tanks? Well, because if you put them together, they'll kill each other. Talking about Siamese fighting fish or bettis, right? So it was about sharing the knowledge that I learned with the customer, the client. And believe me, they thanked me. Why? Because they came back for more. And multi-tank addiction is not a new thing. That thing has been around since people have been keeping tanks. That thing's been around forever. And you have to really understand why that becomes such a thing. I mean, you have cichlids, or you have many, let's say just cichlids. I rarely kept cichlids, but I had discus, I had angels, I had rams, I had cichlids, but just wasn't the ones that everybody else had. I've kept koi, I've kept shabunkins, I've kept fancy goldfish, I've had comets, I have them now, I have butterfly koi, I've had them all, put them together, they're like cold water. Oh, but I want to add this fish to it. You can't. That one lives in 80% water. Fish like cold water, not the same.
Right.
So it shortens the lifespan of the goldfish.
Correct.
It shortens it.
Correct.
Quite a bit.
And if you have them in cold water and they're warm water, you're going to kill them anyway. So there is that through the decades of being a hobbyist and being in the aquarium world, you pick up things, and still today there are new things that I pick up. I believe Dan in Dan's Fish, he was saying something about he adds salt to the tank if it's shipped, and he only does it because it's shipped overnight. It's not for long term, it's overnight, because what do we do when we get sick fish? Add salt, kill ick, do all that kind of stuff. So it keeps them healthier during the shipment. And I'm like, that's a great idea. Exactly. It's overnight, so it's not going to be a long time. It's just a little bit, and they're going to be healthier. And that's why I believe his percentage is so low of DOI. So that's my idea.
No, you're right. But like it was said earlier, some of them other places like, Aquatic Arts and them type of businesses, they've been around for a while too, and they got pretty good rep.
Yes.
It's the other ones. You all know what we're talking about. It's not
the moneymaker ones. Correct. Let's just say the ones that are only worried about money. They don't care about the fish. They don't care about the fish. Let's be honest. They don't care about the fish. They just care about making money. And the thing is, this is and has always been an expensive hobby. This is not a cheap hobby. Right. This is an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
And if we were to take 1 year, just 1 year of how much we have spent on just fish food. You know, you're talking about the credit. Yeah, I'm talking about every month I spend anything between $75 to $100 on fish food, depending on what I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
And I always get the bigger ones. I have a little refrigerator where I keep all my frozen foods at, but I also keep flakes and all that crispy. Keep it nice and crispy.
The raffle is closed.
I
Jason.
think the last day was the 31st. Yeah, 31st of March. Sorry, Jason. Hi, Shannon. Nice to see you.
Okay, so like, speaking of Jason, like, did he say that like he was going to change his whole channel name?
No. What he's
or
doing,
just part of it?
Right. What he's doing is he's because YouTube doesn't like the word degenerate. He has to get rid of it, and he's doing a transition. Right now, he's degenerate Fishkeeper Dash, Death's Unknown. And then he's going to get rid of degenerate, maybe keep Fishkeeper Death's Unknown, or just go Death's Unknown. But, you know, you can always just ask him and send him a chat. But that's what he said this morning. And I agree. I mean, maybe that's why he's not getting all the subscribers that
the algorithm is hard to.
Yep.
If somebody says they mastered it, I'm sorry, I will not believe you.
I agree.
Because
they change it. But again, if YouTube's telling you, I'm not showing you because of your name, change it. So I wish him well. He deserves it. He's an excellent fish keeper. Yes. I loved watching what he was doing today, and with the sump and and then the little DIYs that he does. You know, and what I love about
little boxes with pothos.
Yes. What I love about
Jason, that was pretty cool.
He's pretty humble. You know, he isn't this arrogant asshole. Mm-hmm. And I love that about him. You know, it's like, I mean, come on. He's like best friends with Fishimon. You got to give the man credit. He puts up with that.
Awesome. Listen, I got to tell you, Fishimon's great. He's a good dude, too.
I love him, too. I think he's great. Kirk is awesome.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got a lot of
good dude.
You got a lot of great people right there in Pennsylvania. I can't wait to meet them at the class. You got Jennifer, you got Lori, Skip, Kirk, Patty's coming there, and Jason. Can't wait. And there's a whole bunch that I'm missing. I know that.
You know, speaking of Patty, I haven't seen her a whole lot here lately in chat.
She's doing okay.
Okay, good.
All right. And I know this is out of the blue. Skipper is Rico good?
Yes. Yeah, I talked to him also.
I haven't seen him in a while, so
he wasn't feeling good, and then he has put it out there before on his stream about his, his health. What happened? It happened, but he's doing okay. He's on the mend.
Okay.
Good evening, Jenna P. And I think that some of the things that we've discussed in the private section of our lives is the tanks that we keep, the fish that we keep. Matt?
Yeah, Matt.
No, she didn't say that.
She went,
Matt, pay attention to me. Okay. Jesus.
You show that girl some love, Matt. Come on, man.
It's interesting. I mean, today watching Bex on her birthday was really nice, and she set that up really cool. I mean, she's at 525 already. I think she matched you already, Skip, and she's only been streaming for like 3 weeks. You know,
she's above me.
And hi, Scuba Steve.
I don't see Matt in chat.
He's in there.
Oh, he's there somewhere. He's probably lurking.
Okay,
he's in there. Somebody said asshole, and he said, "Oh, you calling me?" Yeah.
Who said that?
Whenever we were just talking, that word come up, and
oh, okay. Oh, I got it. Sorry. So, in a sense, the best way to describe 45 years of in the hobby, it's a learning, and like I said yesterday, I don't make it work. This does not work for me. Maintenance, keeping them up, that's the joy of it. to me, it's sort of like, this is what I love to do. I want to keep them as healthy as possible. I don't care if it has algae. I don't care. What was that thing that that Jason was trying to kill? The blackbeard algae, BBA.
Yes.
You know, I saw his tank today. The BBA looks fantastical in his tank. It looks pretty.
He just lets it there now, I think.
I was like, why bother? It's not killing, it's not harming the fish. As long as it's not killing other plants.
I actually have a tank. It's actually my son's beta tank. There's an Anubis in there. And on the roots that are coming, you know, not really the roots, but I call what it, because it's a rhizome, they don't have roots, right?
Right.
But it's just on them fillers or whatever. It helps them stick to stuff. And I'll just leave it. I don't care.
Just leave it. And I think what I believe, I mean, the algae, like because the sun hits my tanks over here, so I'm constantly peeling out where the sun hits it and stuff. But you know what I do with that? I take it out, feed it to the goldfish. The extra, what is that? Duckweed. Take it out, feed it to the goldfish. They love that stuff. It's like nothing goes to waste. I have plants on my tanks. I mean, I don't know if you can see this. But this is a pot growing out of a tank. This is how big it is. It was a little tiny thing. It was like big it is. And then there's another one over there. There's a whole thing growing over here. There's all of that over there. And the leaves are like huge. Let's see if you can see a little bit of it. I mean, these are huge leaves. Yeah. And it's like one stem just coming out that way. You got to love that.
That's a golden pot, though, right?
You froze, Rob.
Oh, I guess it's my end. Yeah, pothos that you showed is that the species that they call the golden?
This one is the gold. Yes, this has the gold, but I also have the white. The one that I think Jason used today was the white. It had the white with the green. It didn't have the gold. It was the white, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But pothos.
Did you ever see how you say it, but
Visine?
Yeah.
Sounds like God drops, but
Visine, Visine. Yes, I've seen his videos. Wow. Awesome plants. Awesome. And there's all of that one apartment. You gotta love that kind of stuff.
That boy has a green thumb right there.
Correct. And I have plants in pots, and I put a rope on the bottom of the pot. Take the rope and pull it underneath the here, let me show you. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay. Let me grab this. It leaks. Here. Nope, that's not gonna work. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. I don't know if you can see this, but you see how this right here, this is the plant, and I put rope underneath it. Let me see if I can bring it up.
Oh,
and it is right there inside the water, right? And it soaks up. I don't have to water this plant. And it soaks up the water and the nutrients right up. Look at that. It's just full of duckweed.
That is so cool.
It's like a wick.
Yes, it's like a wick, correct. And this is the bird's nest. I mean, the brown that you see, that was the cold. It wasn't the not lack of water. I have sorry, 1 second.
That plant reminds me of the what's those ones called Java ferns.
Yeah, it is a fern. Correct. Yeah. It is a fern. Yeah, it is. This is called the bird's nest. And they're all soaked. They're all completely soaked from just the rope. And so that's a DIY you could use. Just take you can use any pot, a pretty pot, as long as it has a hole in the bottom, and then just stick a rope, wrap it around, stick it down. You can do it as long as you like. And then you never have to water that plant again. It's just going to soak up right up through the roots, right up through the rope to the plant. And of course, the roots are right on top of the rope. So it's done. And that water has that filtration that is clear. It's clean, no chlorine, no nothing. It's like nature. Yes, I'm sorry. You're laughing. What happened? Shanna's getting married? Ricky de Hoyos?
Yes. Well, Ricky, I hope she says yes.
Be careful what you wish for.
We should probably talk first.
He's Latino, so I'm sure he can take it, but he'll run away quick.
Oh goodness.
Oh
yeah.
my god, this gets even better.
Oh god, the chat's awful.
In a good way. Oh wow.
Oh my god.
That's a good one, Ricky.
I like
Oh.
Jenna. You comment. I better be invited to that wedding. Yeah, us
Yeah.
too. We want to see the shotgun.
How about her?
Hello, Ian.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hello,
He's at
Ian.
the GPS meeting.
Hey Ian.
I'm gonna go ahead and share this video of yours.
Go right ahead.
Hide this.
No sound, just the goldfish and the plecos.
What size tank is that?
That's a 125.
Nice. I definitely like that with that bonsai looking thing. That's
Yeah, that
pretty
was
cool.
someone thought of that's actual wood in there I've had for years. Yeah, and then that's the female pleco there.
Well,
She's the one that's always around the cave. And he's on the other side. And
I
there's
like
another.
it.
Yeah. That was someone thinking, oh, that would be so cute. And then that one, you see where the male is right there? He's sucking on that wood. That wood. Yes, Rob, sucking on the wood. That one was
sweet Jesus.
75 with the other fish, and it had a lot of really great algae. So I moved it in there, and they love it. They friggin' love it. They love it in there.
I love those koi though.
Yes, you got butterfly, you got shabunkin. That's Franklin, the big one right there, the orange one with the long tail. That was I saved him. There's one fan, and there's a couple of blacks.
Yeah, that's nice.
It ends there. So, and that's in my bedroom. That one's in my bedroom. The big ones are about to go outside, in the ponds outside. And what is that?
This chat's got me cracking up over here.
Okay, what did I do? What did I say? I was like, oh, what is this specialty? Oh, God. Didn't Lefty said he was leaving to go eat?
I love these live streams. My God.
He sucked his meal down real quick so he can get back here quick.
He sucked his meal down.
Jesus.
Thank you, Jason. You son of a... Anyway. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. We're done with that. We're going to go with this question here. I'm done with that.
What causes green algae in the tank? And how
too much light. A lot of times you'll get algae bloom because you have too much light on it. A lot of times you can just back how much light that you have, and also your feeding can have something to do with it too.
Excess feeding. Also, the other thing is water quality.
Yeah.
Algae is not a bad thing. Just remember, algae is not a bad thing. But if you want to keep pristine tanks, then you got to keep your maintenance up. That's your number one. Lower the light.
Lots of water changes.
And more importantly, put some plants in there that can eat. Let the plants eat all the nitrates, and you won't have algae, because the plants will take the nitrates, and the algae have nothing to grow on. There you go.
All right, I got to shut this guy up right now.
Who?
Lefty. So all the classes have been sponsored at the Keystone Clash, and I have a feeling I know why. He got click crazy again and probably finished it up. He got tired of seeing them hanging out there.
So he took all the ones that were left over?
Yeah, I think so. But they are all done. And Doc, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for asking this question.
I think he's doing it as a joke.
He is.
Okay.
So like, what is a shabunkin?
Look at the video, Rob.
The goldfish. Yeah,
the ones that have blue and red, and they're stunning fish. They're stunning fish. I love them.
Okay.
And my very first shabunkin. Here's a little story.
Awesome.
My very first. I had a 29-gallon tank at the home when I was at the shop at the LFS, and I took it home. Mom loved the tank, and I put these really cool goldfish in there, and then I got some platies, and I didn't know, and I knew that you could put platies with cold water, and I put them in the tank with a couple of shabunkins. And one of the platies must have had babies. I didn't know. And I saw one of the shabunkins suck up a baby. I got so angry, I took the shabunkin and I threw him in the freezer.
What?
I took a shabunkin and I threw him in the freezer. I just threw him in the freezer. I was so pissed off that he ate the baby.
Oh.
Then I went back to the freezer, maybe, I don't know, half hour later or something. He was still alive. So I was like, oh shit. So I grabbed him and I put him back in the tank. He was still alive. He lived like years after that. But I did remove the babies and I removed the platies from the tank. But yeah,
So
I did that.
You tried to commit fish murder.
I didn't flush them. At least I knew not to flush them.
Imagine getting frozen to death. I'd rather get.
Little did I know that he wasn't going to die fast. What was I going to do? Chop his head off? I'm not, I wasn't going to make sushi out of him.
You're not a Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, but he was stunning. He had beautiful blue and beautiful reds, and he was a stunning fish. So I kind of felt bad and I threw him back in. But I didn't kill him. Someone just said they got 46 words.
I got 46 words and I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, God. But Dave, I'm not on panel. I'm a guest. I'm not on panel.
Right.
I'm just a guest. I mean, when you're a guest, let the guest speak.
Yeah.
I believe. Right?
I'm gonna have to arrest you when you come up here.
Me
Mm-hmm.
or Dave? Rest
You.
Dave.
No,
Not me.
you attempted fish murder. That's a crime.
Wait. What is it called when it's been over 20 years? You can't. It's been 45 years or 40 years.
That don't work. That don't work with that. Nice try.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, that's right. Statute of limitations, whatever.
Because if a person could be in jail for 20 some years and they actually rerun the DNA and they can get left out, yeah, no, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Holy cow. We got like almost 5 minutes.
I know. 7 minutes before we go. That is like freaking
Times
crazy.
went by super fast.
Yep. Didn't you have a couple of questions, Rob? You said you were going to get deep down and dirty. Go ahead. Skipper, why you say? Well, every time you look down, it's sort of like, oh shit, what's up with that?
Okay.
Statue of Liberation.
Let's see.
Yeah, there you go.
Limitations.
I didn't kill him. He's alive. He lived many years after. God darn it. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I kind of forgot, but I'm trying to think of one. Let's see here. Okay,
Yes,
what was the craziest thing that you've ever done that you never told nobody about?
Dude, we ain't got another hour for that question.
What was the craziest thing that I've ever done that I've never told anyone about?
Uh-huh.
What makes you so sure that I would tell you? And 100 of people that are watching.
Yeah,
And this is permanent for life.
He already just admitted to try to commit fish murder. He ain't going to say he actually did it to a person, okay?
Yeah, never. But I can tell you this. The stupidest thing I ever done was I was working at the shop and this stone lionfish was at the store. And I thought it was the craziest looking son of a bitch that I've ever seen. So I put him in my community tank. And he ate my Larry Tell Molly black and he ate my red betta. And how did I know? Because I flipped the sucker over and there was a yin yang in his stomach. One was red, one was black. So I actually took him back. That was the stupidest thing I had ever done with fish. And I still love the fish, but no one told me that thing it had a big mouth. I didn't notice. It just looked like a stonefish, a lionfish, whatever. Not the lionfish in saltwater. But yeah, that was the stupidest thing that I've ever done. And that I should have gone to prison for at least 20, 30 seconds.
So what fish do you have on your bucket list you don't have yet? Or did you want to get?
Well, Jennifer Weaver helped me with one of my bucket, which was the orange flash. She sent me 6. That was one of them.
Nice.
Unfortunately, last month, I already had my bucket fish, which was my discus, which I had for 12 years in my 200-gallon. And
listen, stop right there.
Yes,
There's more You can't say you already got your bucket list fish because if you have true MTS, there's more than one damn fish on that list.
Yep.
Yes, there's a lot. There is a lot. Yes.
So you check 2 of them off. Okay.
Well, the discus I checked off many years ago, but the longest that I had them was 12 years. And again, they died last month. The 2 females that I had, the red melons. But I would have to say that my bucket list right now would be the celestial black rams that Justin's Fish Room has in Australia. That specific breed that he has.
What is it again?
The celestial black rams.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, he has done. I mean, I've watched that kid breed them and just expand that beautiful breed of fish. Mm-hmm. So if anyone, Adele, if you can go there or whatever, that's my bucket list right now. And I can't get them because he can't ship to the U.S.
Well,
yeah,
that's
the
the
only
one similar to that is bred by Dean.
But Dean's fish are the black rams. It's the same breed, but Justin has taken it a notch higher and made them celestial. In other words, they glitter. They
yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, yes, Dean's fish, I would take them in a split second. I don't care. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I don't have an issue with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love rams. I love, great, rams and wood. German blue rams, electric blue rams, all the gold rams. I love them all. Bolivian rams, I love those all. And,
I forgot he named them the Celestial.
Celestial.
We got 3 minutes, and you have to answer this question.
Okay, question for Eduardo.
That's a doozy.
If a red betta has had red scales that are shiny, fins that are bluish at the tips, and healthy poop, how many chicken would it take to kill a lion? Okay, that's a trick question, Myrtle. And I believe that that's going to be the last thing I say for this evening. It's going to take Rob to continue cleaning his pipes, go to Canada with clean pipes so that he can fertilize the Canadian border. There. That's my answer.
I did not see
and
that.
You wonder why people mess with you.
My God.
Rob knew this was going to come somewhere down the stream because I warned him.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God. And by the way, Rob, you need to stream some more. We miss you. I mean, I know you went to Aquashella, Chicago, or Dallas. I'm not sure which one.
Dallas.
Yeah, I missed you. And you didn't go to Aquashella, Orlando this year. So you got to come by, too. And I missed you, too, Skip. You didn't come down. But hopefully, we're all at the Clash, right?
Yeah. That price? Oh, my gosh.
The what?
There's no way I was making it down to Orlando with that price.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The flights alone were horrendous. Yes. My sister is flying down tomorrow to Florida. That's why I won't be around from Wednesday to Saturday. Mm-hmm. I'll be with her east side of the of Florida. Yeah. And I'll be with her, supporting her in her little thing that she has to do. Same thing Jess did, but a little bit more intense.
Well, yes, Lefty, I would drive too, but whenever you got an F-350, it just costs as much.
Right now, gas is going down. Gasoline is going down, but it's still expensive, guys. It's not cheap.
No, it's not.
Right.
All right. All right.
By the way, our aquatic universe.
You're done.
Oh, wait, 1 second. Our aquatic universe. That's Mike too. By the way, he changed his stream name as well, just so you know.
Zip it. All right, I want to thank everybody for showing up to the stream today. Robert for being my co-host like always. And Lips down here below us for being our special guest today.
You just said Lips.
I did that for Dee Dee.
Well, Skipper, it's always a pleasure.
That doesn't bother me because I know it comes from her.
Yeah. And everybody head on over to Susie Q. And y'all have a good night.
You bet.
Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.
Stay classy. It's